Liverpool versus everybody. What's going on? Um, Happy Monday. Hope everybody's having a good day. Let me get these headphones out. So it looks like Salah is fit and ready to go from unnamed sources, and that's obviously a good sign, good news. Definitely want to get Salah back on the pitch and firing, and helping us do what we do, and that's putting pressure on the opponents. Doing good, Owen. How you guys doing? Um, Tab, what's up, man? What's up, Julie? London town in the building. Listen, I want to talk briefly about Genie. Genie went out in the sixth, playing a deeper role. I was reminded that he played that a bit in the preseason. I know preseason is preseason, but he played that in the preseason against Wigan and maybe in some of the Asian matches, and matches we played in Asia. And done a pretty good job at it. Did pretty good at the weekend. So it looks like Genie is yeah, only three fit, and that's what we're going with. So, um, but it looks like Genie is showing that he's at least able to play a few different roles. I think in the Dutch league, I'm sure he didn't play a deep line midfielder. He's probably attacking much like he did with Newcastle, coming over to us more of an eight, and now a six. So I just love the idea that Klopp can get these guys to play in a mold that he sees fit. Now this is more of a choice over just our situation right now, currently in the midfield. I don't believe it's something that Genie probably or was that thrilled to play. I think Genie likes playing for Liverpool Football Club, and he'll play wherever the coach sees fit. But I can't say that he sees himself as a six. Is six a CDM rule? What do you mean? I don't understand that question. Anyway, looks like Genie will be in the six, and like I said, he's been doing pretty good. We know Genie has that side of his game, the kind of physicality, can be nasty. I think all of our midfielders have that ability to kind of mix it up. I wouldn't say we haven't enforced it necessarily, but we have some physical guys who, like I said, can mix it up, whether it be in for a tackle or literally just mix it up with opponents, allowing them to know that they're going to be there all game. They won't be pushed aside. I think the guy who maybe has the least amount of that probably Lalana, who's obviously hurt. So the rest of those guys can all do a job physically. And so, listen, we have no Emery, we have no Henderson. I mean, there's a number six role, like a defensive midfielder role. Yeah, I mean, to me, yeah, the six is generally, I think, looked at as a central defensive role. Mike, what's up? Thanks, guys, for coming in. I'm glad you guys were able to make it. Try to make it not too early. But yeah, I like Genie there. I think we'll do a good job. And like I said, look, we're missing Henderson, we're missing Emery. Yet and still, I believe we're going to push on. And yet and still, I think we need to assert ourselves in the midfield. And there's no reason why we need to drop off from last game. A lot of people were saying that they prefer Henderson. Henderson's not playing. I think Genie brings a lot more athleticism. Oh, 12 in the morning over there. Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. I think Genie could be good there. I think Genie could be good there. A lot more athleticism, a lot more speed, pace, a lot more. He's just very quick. He's very quick on the ball. Really good with the turn. His passing is probably the place where we may miss a bit from Hendo if I'm really comparing the two players. But to me personally, it's not much of a drop off. Yes, Henderson is our captain, but as far as skill on the pitch, Milner may be a CDM because of experience and other. Yeah, I think Milner could play CDM, but I think Genie's going to be playing there. I could be wrong. Maybe Milner does play there. Maybe he does, and that offers us a bit more space. I think either way, Ox between the three, Ox I don't want to see there. I think he's better at pushing forward, getting things started. Somebody even suggested having Genie and Milner as a two pivot, and then having Ox going forward a little bit. So yeah, and that's the thing. We're fluid in all positions. You know what I mean? So well, the forward position, midfield to strikers. Is that a joke, Mike? Of course, he's ours, man. Keita is definitely ours. Ox is the one breaking through the middle. Can't play. Yeah, that's why I said yeah. Ox can't play the six, so we need him there. Whatever we do, listen. We gotta. City have had two pretty terrible results. They're going to be ready to play. You know what I mean? I don't think they weren't ready to play in the first leg, but this is their backs are literally against the wall, and will they have their Istanbul moment, or will we continue on and prove people wrong and shut up the critics and get on through? Because people are still doubting that we can get through. So, Keita had a nasty snack before. Oh, cookie. Robbo is back as well. Yeah, well, Robbo's been okay though. So I mean, right? I mean, I don't think he got hurt or anything. So I think he didn't play in the Everton games simply because we needed to give him some rest. And I think Klavan did a decent job there at left back. It's good to have Klavan back too, just as you know, an extra player as far as center backs are concerned. So he was. I didn't know he was injured. Yeah, I definitely didn't know he was injured. I know he was injured back from internationals, but he played in the first leg against City. So did he get hurt after that? In between that time and now, was he? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I must have missed that. I must have missed that. But yeah, it's good to see that he's back. Because I didn't know he was hurt. But yeah, definitely good to have him back. Don't want to see anybody but him playing left back right now for us. Um, yeah, see, I mean, listen, I understand people being all excited about this Golden Boot thing. I could care less. I couldn't care less. That's an individual trophy. If I had to pick though, yes, I think it's not even close. I think it's not even close. Salah should get it, but to me, if Kane gets it, he gets it. I don't, I've heard recently that Tottenham are literally trying to give a goal that one of their other players got away to give it to Kane so he can win it, which is ridiculous. I can't wait for the transfer window either. Only way Kane could catch is if Salah is rested for Champions League games. Yeah, um, which I can't really see happening. As long as Salah is fit, I think he plays. Um, I don't see why you wouldn't play Salah. The role he's on now, you don't sit him unless he's got an injury. So yeah, hopefully that's the case. But yeah, Genie in the six. I like that. I'm excited about that. There's all the talk about him playing away, going back to Newcastle. He never really did so well. I think he scored maybe double digits with Newcastle, but none of them were away from home. So this game, we could again be very fluid and move guys around. Salah has 5 goals. Yeah, but we know how the English Premier League works, man. This Kane is an English guy, and that's their great white hope. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he got it. PSG said to spin big for Salah. Personally, I think he will stay. Yeah, another thing that I'm not really worried about. I'm not, we have him for the rest of this season. Hopefully, he helps us finish the season off strong. Yeah, that was ridiculous. You talking about the goal thing? I mean, that's just desperate. That's desperate. You know what I mean? You want this guy to win it so bad that you're gonna take a goal off your own one of your own players to give it to Kane so he can break some kind of Shearer thing. I mean, but that's the mentality that those kind of players have. They're more worried about breaking individual records than doing things as a team. You know what I mean? And again, until he gets a trophy, to me, he's not relevant. Yeah, it's football though, and money talks. So hey, there's always a possibility. There's always a possibility. Speaking back on the Champions League, we've spoken about who we would prefer, and I've said it pretty clearly, and more than one time that to me I'd be bringing on whoever. I will say there's a special sport. There's a special place in my heart and within me that would love to play Barcelona in the final, and I think for obvious reasons, people should probably know that. Yeah, yeah. Again, but that let them handle their own business, man. I mean, if that's what they want to do, then yeah, FSG. Yeah, start out was word for City, but now the Bala links. I mean, it's cool. I mean, whoever comes in, they're gonna have to. They have to know that they're not gonna. They won't be the marked on starter every game. Not as long as Firmino's there. So I mean, the Bala's nice. Is he gonna go from being kind of the man at Juventus to not being the man at Liverpool? I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not ready to say Salah won't be sold. I mean, I hope he doesn't. Of course, that's clear. I'd like to keep him for as long as we can, but I understand that when these teams come, some of these players leave. So they do have the attackers, and they will, and I think they have to be better than the first game. They have to be. No, would be the ball over from drops off into midfield. Oh, into that number 10 role. Yeah, that could work. I think that could work. I think the ball is good. I don't know if I rate him that high though. I know he's still young and everything, but he's got to step up a bit more in some of these games. I mean, where was he in that first leg against against Real Madrid. I mean, yeah, no, yeah, and if that's the case, sure. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind getting the ball if that's the case, or any good striker. I wouldn't mind that at all. Um, I am very curious to see from playing in that 10. Don't worry about the bad spelling, man. This is not a spell show, so you're good. I know what you're talking about. I think Fellaini is not going to happen, but yes, I would not mind having him. He's one of those guys that you love to hate if he's on another team, and you like to have him. He's on your team. He's an enforcer. He's physical. He's nasty. I take him. The height, the extra height. When teams try to throw the ball towards the box against us, which City tried to do, but they had no real target man, so we dealt with that easily with Van Dijk and Lovren. So, yeah, I'd bring Fellaini on. I wouldn't mind that at all. That's probably not a popular opinion, but I wouldn't mind having Fellaini. I don't want Griezmann anyway, so that's my opinion. I'd rather have Dybala than Griezmann, personally. Um, so 30 million for a 30-year-old Peter Crouch midfielder. Um, Listen, I don't care what his age is. I mean, how old is Milner, and everyone thinks he should stay. So to me, the age doesn't matter. If you can still play, you can play. And it's not like he's gonna be. We're gonna ask him to play every game and be our kind of steady midfielder, but he could be a role player. And how good is it now to have Ox right now? When people were thinking, why the hell are we getting him? We'd be shit out of luck right now without Ox. That's just the truth. Who'd be free? Fellaini? Is he out of contract at the end of the season? If he's free, I say get him. Just on that alone. If he's free, I'd say get him. Fellaini comes, he will be a bench warmer. That's fine. We need bench warmers. We need to. I don't know why people don't get this. We need guys. Oh, okay, we need guys to fill out the squad. You know what I mean? I'll take a free bench warmer. I'll take that. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. And but Buffon is clearly he's way over the hill. I spoke about that before. Buffon needs to do himself a favor, the league a favor, that team a favor, and just go ahead and retire. That's it. That's it for him. Donnarumma has way more upside. He's younger, so they should just go with Donnarumma for me. And I respect Buffon. That's no disrespect. I'm just saying he's done. He's done. But having Ox is really amazing right now, and it's just good to see what he's able to do under Klopp. Yeah, I agree with all those things. Yeah, our bench is weak. Our bench is weak. That's what I'll be looking to see what the bench is tomorrow. You got to think Klein will be in there, maybe Masterson, or maybe they just have Klav on there. In the midfield, we don't. I mean, do we bring on Klein and put TA in the midfield? I mean, who do we have? It'll be probably a youth player because the midfield is just really it's that's how weak it is right now. Scott, let me just charge my phone up real quick. So it'll be interesting to see. We can't. So someone said that earlier, and Gruich is not recallable, if you will. We can't recall Gruich. I don't know why anybody thought that we could, but I checked into that and we can't. So, um, I mean, unless what I saw wasn't true, but I don't think we can recall him. I think Casillas as well as a free. Yeah, Gruich has been doing some really good things with Cardiff. They had a really interesting ending to the match against Wolves the other day, and the witch face Neil Warnock went off as he does, and it was wrong as he usually is. But no, Gruich is doing pretty good for them, so be good to have him next season, hopefully. Yeah, again, those the bench players you're naming, and again, the key to it is you come to Liverpool, you got to know that you may not be the man if you were at the club you're coming from. You may not start every game, and if guys are open to doing that for the cause, like Pep seems to be able to do with his players that he brings in. I mean, half of his squad are players that they have been the man or have been starters at other places, and they're not doing that and they know that coming in. No, I prefer Wijnaldum. I haven't seen much of Gruich with Liverpool, so I'm not ready to just say because he's having a good time at Cardiff that he can just come in. So no, I mean maybe as a I mean as a squad player like on the bench, yeah, but starting, I haven't seen enough. He's done some good things in preseason. I don't know if his confidence was shot at some point or what, but I think him going on loan was the best thing that he could have done for his career, and hopefully he'll come back to Liverpool better for it. But I take Genie just because Genie's been around that team, been training with them, been playing with them, been in and out of the lineup, has gone to battle with us as a team player. So I prefer Genie, to be honest. Be nice to have Gruish though right now, but we can't recall him, so it's kind of pointless even wishing and hoping and wondering how that would be. Lamar instead of Mane or just rotation? Instead of Mane, absolutely not. Ryan Kent killing it for Hull. Will be interesting to see him next season. Yeah, another guy. I don't really, look. I know he's young and all that, but you know, I don't know if Kent really is built for it. Gruich, yeah, it's kind of similar to Train, I guess. Yeah, kind of similar in a way. Um, he may even end up being better, dare I say, than Emery. I think Gruich has a bright future with us. I really do. As long as we, continue to manage him well, I think he can be really good. Owen, don't remind you of Chan. Um, so yeah, no, I was mainly just want to talk about Salah being healthy, which is great news. Chelsea, yeah, that's to me. Look, listen, if guys are thinking of coming to the Premier League and they're looking at teams like Chelsea or Arsenal, to me that's really strange. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Liverpool fan. I want them to all come here. I'm just saying I don't get I don't get how that makes sense. I mean, those teams are clearly taking steps back. Now, Arsenal may win this Europa League. I don't think they will, but they have a chance. There's still some decent teams left in that competition. Be Leipzig, Lazio, of course, Atletico Madrid might be in the favorite. Um, it's happened with a lot of players. I mean, it happened with Lamar. I mean, I know it happens. That doesn't mean it makes me understand it. It's still silly to me. Now, if that's their choice. That's their career. So do what you got to do. But I don't really understand that unless you believe in something they're doing there, which maybe it's something that I just don't see. But to me, um, the teams that are going to be doing things, I think consistently going forward. I mean, I'd even go to Spurs before those two teams. I think Pochettino is a great manager. You might, if you're a striker, you might not be starting over Kane, or you definitely won't be starting over Kane. But no, I didn't hear about him. The draw is Friday. Friday, I think it's 12 o'clock UK time. Yeah, the draw will be Friday, so we will definitely be finding out. Assuming we get past this leg. Um, yeah, do I think Kane is going to Real Madrid? I don't think he's that good of a player. Again, he's doing well in the English Premier League, and maybe I don't know. Maybe he will do better. I mean, the English Premier League on a lot of levels is probably physical, more physical. Um, he could go to Real. Who knows? Who knows? He's not winning anything at Spurs, so yeah, I don't think they'll sell him either. But again, money talks, so you never really know. I mean, if you can get back, I mean, just imagine how much Kane would go for, how much money you could get from him. That's probably more than Coutinho, more than we got for Coutinho. Yeah, I agree. Be silly to get him. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Look, he's a good player. He's a good English player. Is he gonna set the world on fire? I don't think. Um, how did I get the channel name? Actually, my son Onyx suggested it. I had a T-shirt that said Liverpool versus everybody, and we were thinking about names for the channel, and he said, "Why don't you just go with the name on your shirt?" So it kind of stuck. It feels fitting. Um, for all the history we have and things of that nature, um, it's been a while since we've really been having anywhere near that kind of dominance, success, and it does feel like it's Liverpool versus everybody. It's just us versus the world. People doubting us and things of that nature. So no, Jamie Vardy, no, 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 hell no. You talking about overrated? He's definitely overrated. The 1 year, one hit wonder, and it's a shame because the better players on that team will never get the hype for that Leicester City team that won the championship. Sure, let's for sure. Vardy got the goals. That's cool. Vardy got the goals. And oh god, what's the other guy? I can't think of his name. What's the other winger they had? Mares, and Mares was there to be creative and things of that nature. But yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying. I'm not. I mean, yeah, we're gonna read a lot of names, but that's a name that I surely hope doesn't come to our team. But to me, Leicester, that team was really about their midfield, and especially Conte. And you see what happened once he left, and you see what happened when the team he went to, back-to-back champions. He was a back-to-back champion. So to me, Conte was their best player, most important player. Um, the other guys in the midfield, I can't think of their names, but to me, that was really the mustard of that team. Again, sure, you got the goals from Vardy and Mahrez did his thing, but Llorente, I don't know about that. He can't even get a game at Spurs. No, I didn't hear about the guy at Torres in Spain. Who does he play with? Uh, I mean, Vardy is that exception to me for me because I've said almost any player that comes into Liverpool under Klopp, I trust. I think can be great. Vardy's that one guy that I just he could be, but I'm not. No, I don't want him. Yeah, he's a Olympic diver. He's an Olympic diver. He had that one season of he's just crazy. This is the same guy who misses goals and punches himself in the face. I get it. I mean, but that guy's also racist. So yeah, no, I'm good. We don't need any more racists in the team. Um, Timo Werner, I'm kind of iffy on. I like him. I think he's good. He seems like his attitude's a bit off. Um, Having some injury issues there as well, which is not his fault. But I don't know. And it also just seems like Klopp is kind of against buying German players, like outfield players. Ben Yedder's a nice shout. I don't think we forgot about Sturridge. We just remember his injuries. That's what it comes down to. We don't forget about him. Should we sell him? I think so. I think so. The question is how much can we get for him? Timo is only young. He links up really well with the kids. Yeah. No, and for that, look, Leipzig are showing that they have a bunch of players besides those two guys that could be really good. Um, he's diseased. Yeah, I take Ben Yedder in a heartbeat. I take him in a heartbeat. There's a couple players from Sevilla that I hope we're keeping our eyes on. Nzanti, anyone? Ben Yedder is one. Benega. They got some. They got a center back. Can't think of his name, but he's pretty good. Sevilla got a lot of good players, man. I respect Sevilla. I respect their team a lot. For how far that they've come, which is another team that I was hoping we could play maybe at some point, get some revenge. I love Sturridge too. It's not really about that though. I mean, I like Lalana, but he's got to go as well to me. Yeah, Ben Yedder seems to be happy coming out. He's kind of like that 12th man for them at Sevilla, and he seems happy to do that. I don't know. I mean, I feel like he probably should be starting most games, but he seems to be that spark off the bench. I don't know if that's because they don't really have a lot of spark guys as far as attacking threats, but I think he could be a guy that would be happy playing that kind of role with us. I did see it. I saw it because I think you recommended it to me, so I checked it out. Um, has who done that much? Sturridge? Still talking about Sturridge? Not with Sturridge are the best, but I mean, what happened to him at West Brom going there just really puts his career in unfortunate situations in a nutshell. Yeah, Sturridge. Yeah, I mean he's had some moments here and there, but I mean we know since 13th that was his best season as a professional football player, I would say. Um, and that's why it's a shame because I think Sturridge had every he had some moments in the Europa League. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, RB Leipzig have a lot of good players on that team, man. Some really good young defenders, center backs, midfielders. I mean, they got some good players. Yeah, the only goal in the final against Sevilla, interestingly enough. But I didn't even remember that game. But yeah, no, Sturridge is it's unfortunate because he had everything in him to be, I think, the best English Premier striker. I really think he could have been. Yeah, he's probably off the market. Yeah, anyone else can't find the Anfield Reward channel. Yeah, I'll put the link in the description. It is a little difficult to find. I don't know why, but because I tried to look for it a little while. I mean, before I got to it, and I kept typing it in. Just try the Anfield Roar. Try that. Try different variations of that, but the Anfield Roar should work. I think there's like another channel with a similar name to it. Yeah, yeah. It's weird why that took so long to find. I don't know why, but yeah, definitely check him out. He'll definitely be having some build up stuff. Um, Yeah, if you're looking for banter, you can check out some of the city channels. Um, Esteemed company. There's a guy called Ian Cheeseman. I think he does vlogs, pretty decent. Yeah, he has great content. I mean, he's really good, man. His channel is growing really rapidly too. I think he just crossed 600 subscribers, which is amazing. So congrats to him on that. But yeah, no, a good channel. I like kind of these guys that are away from in different perspectives from Redman TV. I know that's the popular one and everyone loves that, but I like to see different perspectives and different people doing it, trying to grow their channel, um, and not so much kind of money talk and advertising and all that. So, but no, good channel. Check it out if you haven't already. If you have, give it another check. Subscribe, hit the bell button so you guys can be notified for his stuff. But yeah, we'll probably have him and I will probably have a post match chat. I think he just got to the 600 point. He might have surpassed it. Last I checked, it was 600. So this channel's doing pretty good in pretty much no time. So yeah, I don't get that. But they got to hype something up, Dom. I saw that too on Citizen's channel. He kind of had like a video he made just I guess recently today at some point. A message to the fans, and he was talking about how they were loud. I almost wanted to come and go back and watch the game just to see what he was talking about, but I didn't. Didn't seem like it was to me. Yeah, well, listen. I mean, and some of those same people are saying how calling us Atmosphere FC, and I'm gonna hold on my fire to the end of the game. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm extra confident in my team, and I'm optimistic and believe we'll come out on top. But I'm gonna hold everything until the end. Oh, it's hilarious. The guy, yeah. Which one are you talking about? The guy playing the drum? I saw that too, but I think there's several kind of surfacing on the internet and social media. But yeah, it was hilarious. Well, those fans know what it is, okay? Like you would hope for this game they would be loud and they would show some atmosphere, but there's a large part of that fan base who think this is over. So empty hat, yeah, yeah. No, I mean, yeah, if you just put in the Anfield Roar, man, you should be able to find it. I'm trying to think how else I can. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll put it at the bottom of the description if you can just hold off till then, and you can look at it like that. But yeah, the Anfield Roar that should be enough. Oh, cool, got you. Oh, well then he must have had some people who just unsubscribed. People are funny. It is what it is. Um, yeah, he was definitely at 600, so he must have had three unsubscribers or something like that. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, guys, I'm done here, man. We will see you all tomorrow around starting 11 confirmation and all that as we do, and then we'll be back for halftime and end of the game as we do, and then a late show where, like I said, hopefully we'll have Anfield Roar and myself, and we will dissect what happened. So in a bit. For us, it's 2:45, I believe. Yeah, 2:45 p.m. So I'll just be wrapping up work before then. Get over to the same pub that I usually go to, which is called Lucky Bar. Hopefully, we're lucky once again, fortunate once again. So yeah, appreciate you guys. See you soon.